Alright, I'm gonna have to do this straight. It's not letting me turn, so sorry about that, y'all. Like I said, this is probably my second live, so. Oh my goodness. I'll cut this out later. I don't know where Pearl Snappy went. She never contacted me, so I'm out here with the other girls. Why are you selling it? Do I change that? Ooh. Hi, I'm trying. Oh, there it is. Trying to figure out how to do this. Sorry, y'all. Alright, I couldn't find Pro Snappy yet. She got to talking to a reporter, so she didn't tell me where she's at. But I'm here with the other girls, and all the Scientologists just went by us. So that's who I'm going to show you.
Good for y'all.
Oh, so am I. So am I.
There we go.
I was in the volcano and I hung out with Venu. Where's the clear cognition? Hey, I want to give
can't believe
everybody
they got this many
of the clear
Scientologists.
cognition. I want to save you about $150,000. I made up my reactive mind and I'm not doing it anymore. I want to do a sign-up special so you can save money for the clear cognition. The clear cognition. I made up, I mocked up my reactive mind and I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to save you millions of dollars by telling you that you cannot go down there. The clear cognition is I mocked up my reactive mind and I'm not doing it anymore. Where's my megaphone? Somebody hold this one. Here, let me have it. This one is really important.
I got you live, hon. You go. Go ahead. This is awesome. We got so many people come out.
I want to give you guys a huge savings to sign up for clear cognition. I mocked up my reactive mind and I'm not doing it anymore. I just saved you $150,000. The clear cognition. I mocked up my reactive mind and I'm not doing it anymore. I just saved you $150,000. I mocked up my reactive mind and I'm not doing it anymore. I mocked up my reactive mind. I mocked up my reactive mind and I'm not doing it anymore. I want to save you guys about $150,000.
Hi.
Just a favor, make sure you're not blocking the
I
sidewalk
mocked
for
up
people
my
walking
own
this way. Okay, thank you very much.
No problem.
And I'm not doing it anymore. The clear cognition. I'm going to save you about $150,000. I'm going to save you a lot of time, a lot of heartache. The clear cognition. I mocked up my reactive mind.
That officer is really
and I'm
nice.
not doing it anymore.
If you didn't hear him, he's
I'm going to give you the
nicely
clear
in my ear
cognition,
told me,
and I'm going to
just
save you
please
about
don't
$150,000.
block the sidewalk when people are coming by.
I mocked up my
He's
own
right.
reactive
We shouldn't be
mind,
doing that.
and I'm not doing it anymore. Do you have family that miss you?
There's somebody on the
Do you
sidewalk.
have family that miss you that you can disconnect from? Would you like to say hi to you?
Somebody's coming. There's people trying to get by.
I'm going to give you guys about $150,000 in savings. This is a sign-up special for clear cognition. Is I've mocked up my reactive mind, and I'm not doing it anymore. The clear cognition. This is a $150,000 value. The sign-up fee. I'm going to save you a ton of money. Clear cognition.
I know.
I mocked up my own reactive
But at
mind,
least
and I'm not doing it anymore. Clear cognition. I'm going to save
he
you
wasn't being a bully or anything.
$150,000 and a million hours in auditing. Clear cognition.
I was just
I mocked up my own reactive mind, and I'm not doing it anymore. Here's the clear cognition. I want to save you a ton of money. Make sure you get a pen and write this down so you can remember it.
We got reporters out here, which I think is awesome.
I mocked up my own reactive mind.
Or at least just people taking pictures.
Clear cognition. Savings of $150,000. You do other things with your life. You can go on family vacation. You can do something fun with your life. If I sit in those rooms and hold kids.
You guys know about them? You guys know about them?
And I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to save you a ton of
We're letting them know they're not welcome here.
Cognition. I'm mocked up my own reactive mind, and I'm not doing it anymore. I just saved you about $150,000. You can now go on to do something else with your life. You can go to a family vacation.
I think they haven't figured out who I am yet.
I just gave you the answer.
Because I hadn't gone live yet. They tried to follow my husband on Wednesday. I parked fairly close, and he was walking to the truck, and he was like, oh, I forgot something from me, and he turned around and almost ran into the guy following him. So I'm hoping they haven't got it. I don't think they got my license plate either yet. They will.
I'll tell you what.
Hi.
We are allowed to use the megaphones.
Yeah, that's what they said on Thursday or Tuesday.
Do you want one? I got an extra.
I'm not good at saying things. I'm letting her go.
Here's the clear cognition.
You want to point out somebody else that is? I've got two of them.
Did Pro Snappy ever get her megaphone?
And I'm not
I don't
doing
know
it
if she
anymore.
did or not. Do you know what corner
Look at
she's
them from their
on?
hands and their
She
ears.
was near them
Clear
tall buildings, I
cognition.
think,
love
over
it.
there.
I'm going to save you about
You can,
$150,000.
if she's live,
Here's the
maybe you
answer to
could
it all.
figure out
I
where
mocked
she's
up my
at.
own reactive mind, and I'm not doing it anymore.
All right, thanks.
Here's the clear cognition. I'm going to save you about $150,000. You don't have to sit in classes anymore. You
So
can
glad
actually
you're
go do
here.
a family vacation. The clear cognition. I mocked up my own reactive mind, and I'm not doing it
Yeah,
anymore.
she wanted to give me a megaphone, but to be
Clear
honest, you can't
cognition.
see me.
I mocked up my own
Matter of
reactive
fact,
mind,
I just left
and
my
I'm not
cane. I have a
doing it
cane, a
anymore.
sign, and my
That's
gimbal.
the clear cognition.
I don't
That's what
have
you
room
pay
for a megaphone.
$150,000
I gotta
to
go
find
get
out.
my cane's sitting over there. I
Answer to
kind
the
of lost it.
question. Clear cognition.
Hand me-
I mocked up my own reactive mind, and I'm not doing it
I
anymore.
have to go get it. I lose track of it all the
Look
time.
it up on YouTube,
I
guys.
didn't want to bring it, but I get off balance sometimes.
I'm going to tell you guys about
I'll be honest,
$150,000 and half of your life in the auditing classes. Clear cognition. I mocked up my own reactive mind, and I'm not doing it anymore. The second generation children have grown up. They are speaking out.
I sent the link to my
Mark
kids.
those names down
Kinda
because you
hoping they'd
will
watch.
have to hear about them in court. Laura FM, Serge Del Mar, Liz Gale,
Yeah, she's doing a
Aaron
good job.
Smith-Levitt.
I'm loud, but I just don't know what to say. I'm talking to my
I've been
live.
practicing this for a while.
Yeah.
I'm going to help you guys out. Here's a savings of $150,000. The clear cognition.
If she wants to take a break, I might help her out.
And I'm not doing it anymore.
I can't believe they got so many people to come. They must be coming from all over to have that many. They're not from Texas.
The second generation children have grown up and they're speaking out.
And they
You
got,
no longer
I got
traffic
these kids.
children. Foreign
God,
countries.
I can't believe how
Bring
many
them over,
kids there
lock them in
are.
hotels, and force labor
It's
them.
depressing
Take away
that
their
they have this
passports.
many kids.
The FBI is going to raid. It's going to find out all the children that you have locked up in those buildings, and you have their passports locked up.
Please don't put your kids in the Sea Org. Do not put your kids in the Sea Org.
Liz Gale, Jim Miscavige, Aaron Smith-Levin, Mike Rinder, Claire Headley, Mark Headley.
You'll have to ask the guy right there.
You know you guys know who these people are, and they're speaking out.
I don't think
And
so.
they're
It's
bringing
closed.
proof.
Well, to be honest,
They turned all
it's
the
not
paperwork
completely
over.
closed.
And you
Their
all
permit
know
is
you
only
have
for the
buildings
north side of the street, not the south side of the street. The cops just decided to give them half of the street.
I'm going to save you guys about $150,000.
They should have permitted for it. You know, we technically have a right to walk through here because they didn't permit for this side of the street. I know.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. You weren't. Okay. Does anybody want to use a megaphone?
Here, I'll hold it, baby.
Just a megaphone. You want to use it? I can't. Okay, we'll record it.
I just don't have enough hands, and I don't need it. I can be loud.
We're gonna mic you up.
Please don't ever put your kids in the Sea Org or make them staff. Leave them in school. Let them get an education.
We want to make sure that we have your. We want to make sure that we get your pictures. Tell your family that you're disconnected from, that you're alive and well. No religion should force you to disconnect from your children, from your
She
mother,
doesn't need a megaphone
from
either.
your brothers. Your family misses you. And you know you can't say anything because if you do, you'll have to go to ethics and you got to pay for that. So everybody just smiles and pretends like there's no problems in the cult.
Hey, are any of you watching Pro Snappy 2? I was kind of trying to figure out where she was at. My sign says Scientology is a cult. Ask me why. And a lot of people did. Yes, especially yesterday when they saw all the bushes and stuff. And they realized there was something going on. So many kids stopped from the college. She did ask about you. Tell her I'm on San Antonio in 22nd.
Nobody's afraid of them anymore.
She's probably on the other side by now. Does she look like she's near the bushes? Actually, this is a good spot because all the Scientologists are passing right here, and Guadalupe, they've got it all blocked off. So this is actually a really good spot.
And the people are preying on these children to make it a little bit more.
They're going to be right. See those bushes? The chairs are right, and there might be a screen, but the chairs are right there. And see the bow? That's where the stage is, right under that. So they're going to hear us. We're going to make darn sure they hear us.
And pray on but it is they also have forced disconnection for anybody. They're not allowed to look at anything negative on Facebook or anything on the internet. If they do, they have to go to ethics and they have to pay for that. They got to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to find out their crime.
And ethics is just like an interrogation.
Yeah, an interrogation.
So they can get dirt on you, and that's how they keep them in, right?
Yeah.
They get dirt on them.
And that's why nobody wants to speak out even a little bit. But here's the important thing. The second generation, third generation are adults now. And they're speaking out. Inside the Sea Org, which is the elite group of them, they take these children from foreign countries. From Russia.
Under 18.
Under 18. They bring them here and they lock their parents in them. These children, they work 110 hours a week for $47. Sometimes. And that's an allowance. You don't always get that. If you don't produce, you don't get that. Then they're bused back to their dorms and they live 13 to one room in 3 high bunk beds with 1 toilet. And then they're bused to lunch. They can't have any personal freedom. They can't go anywhere alone. They always have to go with parents so nobody can blow.
Here's some of this, the children of Scientology is listed on my sign.
I've got
Yep. The growing up in Scientology, he told me a lot. I'm sorry, I don't want to.
No, go ahead. I'm exhausted.
Oh, are you?
Do y'all have any questions specifically?
Were you an ex-member?
Oh, no, but I happen to care greatly about people who don't have a voice for themselves. And these children locked up and the elderly locked up in hotels, they're forced into labor and they don't even know that there's people out here. They have them convinced that anybody outside the cult is like a demon. Like literally look at us and they see demons. And that's why they're smiling at me. Because it's almost like the Matrix. They think they're the only one that know the truth. They're Neo. And they're the only ones that have woke up from the Matrix. And we're all just an imaginary world. And that's why they just walk past us and tell them nothing. But the problem is, if you're an adult, do what you want to do, right? But don't prey on the children. And they are so excited about being right here because of the
Go
children.
ahead.
And let me just say also, they're fixing to have every day walking up against the car loop, they're going to have what they call body routers. These are very pretty young people who are going to be walking up and down trying to convince you to come in and take a personality test. Come in and watch a movie.
I know.
Then they
I
wanna
know.
start
That's
selling
why
you.
I got
And
involved.
I don't know how
I live
people
75
in
miles
America,
away,
the
but I don't care.
personality
I
test
don't want them getting their
is
claws
junk.
in on young people,
There's
and
no
that's what they want to do.
scientific
But
nothing, so it's a scam.
being
That's the
out
only
here
thing
all
to do.
week,
Once you walk
I
in there
found
and
out
take
that
test, you're gonna leave
most
thinking
of
you're
these
broken.
students are
And
pretty
they are the
smart,
only ones that can say
and
that. They're
they
gonna tell
kind of
you
know about
they're
it.
the makers.
Some kind of know, some
And
really
they
know.
know
Have
how
done
to
the same
keep
thing as
you
me,
out.
done a
And
deep
that's
dive,
exactly
deep
what they
dive.
think. And they can there are
But
some young,
they're gonna
vulnerable
get that
people here.
one or two
And
that's
it's
away
just
from
not.
home,
And
that
again,
don't
they're
know
gonna
any
have what they
better,
call body routers.
want to belong
And
to
they're walking
something,
up and down
and they'll
every
get them.
single day selling
That's what we're
books,
trying to stop.
selling courses, so that they can try to get these children. And then once they convince them, if you don't have money to walk home, then you can sell your soul to the Sea Org, or you can join staff. And if you go to the Sea Org and you finally leave, you have to pay back all of the courses that they gave you. So these people don't even want to leave because they think that they're going to end up having to pay
What is that
$400,000,
called?
$500,000 for all the courses they got, while they were working for 110 hours, living in the dorms, never going anywhere freedom. Now they got to pay everything back. I mean, this is a cult. And I hope that Texans reject this. I hope people keep showing up. I
They
hope
need to
people
lose
keep
their tax
speaking
exempt
out.
status.
They need to, and because they're tax exempt status, then they can keep doing this without the government looking. The one thing that they did so smart was get that tax exemption for religion, and so usually the government is pretty much hands off. We don't want to tell you how to raise your kids. We don't want to tell you what to do. But when you're bringing children, trafficking children from foreign countries, and they separate them from their family because they think that children are just immortal souls in small bodies.
So they don't treat them like children. There's
Yeah.
rampant child abuse because they think they're adults in small bodies.
Yes. And they treat them like they have forced labor.
And they just
have-
sign them over to the Sea Org and leave.
Yeah. And they don't believe that mother and father are connected. They think that with the children, that these children have lived lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after. You've had hundreds of mothers. You've had hundreds of fathers. You've had hundreds of children. So if you have to disconnect from your child, then that's no big deal. Just, it's really not, because it's in the matrix. And so they really do believe. So the couple places for people to go is Growing Up in Scientology,
Yep.
Scientology Life After the Cult, Pearl Snappy. There are some really good.
Laura FM, Mike Brown. Mike Brown just got his mother out. He was 20 when he got out and couldn't talk to her anymore. She was in the Sea Org where she was slave. Okay, Mike Brown just got his mother out of one of these homes where they just put a bunch of old Sea Org members that can't work anymore, and they take out $50,000 credit cards and give the money to the church, and then they just make the minimum payment until they die. And then of course when you die, that credit card just goes away, and they don't take care of them. She had a heart problem that they just said, they don't deal with medical problems. They do these touch assists and think that they can fix it. And he just got her out, last year? And the horror stories that she has. So go to Mike Brown on YouTube, and he has his mother on talking about her story.
Thank you.
I think we're gonna wrap up. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Now
you.
back to yelling.
Spread it everywhere.
And just because y'all only see a handful of us here, there are how many is watching online? There's hundreds and hundreds of.
And they're
thousands.
doing this in Hollywood too. They actively shut them down. And the LAPD's in their pocket. And last Friday, a week ago, they arrested 3 of them after they got attacked and called the police, and they arrested them. They let them go eventually with no charges, but still.
Well, so it's very creepy. I mean,
We're not supposed to block the sidewalk. Can we move over a little? Thanks.
And they won't let them turn them into the police because they think the mean old psychiatrist. And it's what's worse than
Somebody
a father
buzzed me.
molesting their child is handing them over to the by the side.
I don't know what that phrase is. Pearl Snap on the move to location number 2. No, it doesn't.
You know what I mean?
I mean, if you look at them,
Search. That's.
we just have fun a little mosey
Yeah,
and
yeah.
little walk today.
Hi, Linda.
Yeah, y'all do SPTV? Go SPTV on YouTube. and it's growing up in Scientology.
It's like 50 different Scientologists that have gotten out and telling their stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll go down a
That's
rabbit
why
hole.
it started last year,
You're
and
gonna go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like me. You'll be
I-
out here yelling next time.
Aaron, growing up in here, you can take a picture. Here's 3 of them. Yeah, this is their name. Growing up in Scientology is who I found about a year and a half ago, and he was in it for 20-something years. And Laura FM, her dad, after she left, she had a conversation with him, and he said, because they have to disconnect if you get out. And he said, well, I'm not really your father, and you're not really my daughter. You could have been an 80-year-old man in your last life. And he never talked to her again. Yep. All right.
What you do on that, you're gonna leave there and it's gonna say you're depressed. And nobody else in the world can fix it for them. And they're gonna sell you a course that's gonna solve all your
We're trying to videotape
Oh.
some of these, especially the staff in the black. Staff and Sea Org definitely have to disconnect from anyone that's not in Scientology and their family.
Guadalupe, right?
Take a
This is the way
screenshot.
to
Oh,
appreciate
yeah.
your neighbors to say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Have
right.
a good one.
Don't, when you see those bounty runners out there, do not fall for them.
Yep.
They're very pretty girls too.
hmm
Unless you want to go undercover.
Right.
I'm waiting for somebody. I heard that somebody did one time, and they stuck it out for a year. But I think it was like an FBI or something. I don't know. It was only touched upon, and they didn't really talk about it after that.
That is in Portland.
Are y'all gonna stay right here for a second?
He actually,
Don't let them steal my signs. We tried to, I'll take this one with you. But they keep trying to steal my signs.
What?
And you got my megaphone. If anybody wants to yell the clear cognition, y'all can yell the clear cognition.
Okay. Oh, good. I always forget that.
And the OCI came out and
Here's
tried
some
to
of the
steal my
other
signs. I'm
ladies.
like, back the fuck up, motherfucker.
Don't block the sidewalk. We got quite a few people out here today, and I know there's more on the other side.
I
Yeah.
forgot his name in Portland. He just put up a YouTube post where he actually went in. I don't know where it was, but he went in. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
To trying to recruit him, and they didn't even have their ear.
Oh.
He knew how to ask questions.
Right.
And not to give himself away. But he just did it recently. I have to look. See who that is.
Yeah. There was another duo of young men that did that. And growing up in Scientology, he's the one that put them on. All of the YouTube channels and streamers are in a list on my community page. You can take a screenshot to have a hand. I will organize all second. Awesome. That'll be awesome. I actually bought a domain a year ago, sptvnetworks.org, and I wanted to have a page where we could, upcoming events, a list of all the channels, and I super chatted Claire several times, and she said, I'm totally excited about that, email me. She never got back to me, so it's just sitting there. And I have an email for it, which is sptvnetworks@gmail, and it's listed on this channel, I believe. So I want to start. I can't run it. I don't know how to do a website, but I'm going to start it here soon and at least have it under construction so people know it's there. And then maybe somebody else can help me, make it look good and all that. Somebody that's more tech savvy than I.
That's all you have to tell them. And then they say,
Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, put that out.
Oh, wow. If that's all you need to say.
Sometimes I can't remember if there's an S in it, but I think the email is sptvnetworks with an S at Gmail. And I think the web address is going to be, I think I got sptvnetwork with no s.org. SPTV by itself was already taken. And it wasn't, because I knew as soon as Scientology thought hard enough about it, they were going to get all the domain names. So I went real quick, and when I saw that it was going somewhere, I'm like, yeah, we need to get that. So it's just sitting there. I just need help. My laptop's not that great either. I do everything on my phone.
I've seen you on Pearl Snappy.
Yeah. Where are y'all from?
Oh, we got somebody over there too. Yep, Scientology protects pedos and rapists. That's the truth.
That's Acupuncture. That's who? Acupuncture.
You need to subscribe.
Yeah. Don't hear so well.
There's some more. We got a good group going here.
And I'm with Silverberg, but I'm not.
Me too.
YouTube. Well, I don't have a private VPN. I don't have
But
all that stuff. They do have that person walk by there like they're yelling. Other guys.
But I like flip through the things and
you sure can.
Yeah. Up there. Oh, those folks are.
But I can tell you anything you want to know.
All those people are yelling. It's a cult.
Oh, they got another sign on the other side. If you have any questions, just ask. I took a deep dive this last year and learned all about it.
That's so cool that you guys did these.
It's a money-making scheme. The ones that go up the bridge, they pay tens of like $150,000. We're not sure exactly how much to get there. But if you can't afford it, you end up as slave labor for $47 a week
$47 a week?
and working 100 hours a week. And in dorms where there's like 8 people to a room. We're good, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was off from water. Oh. And that's what they're trying to do when they stand out in front and give you a personality test. They're trying to get you to sign up, sign your life away. You know about the Danny Masterson trial?
That one.
Huh?
Which one's that one?
He was on the 70s show, and he just got sent to prison for drugging and assaulting. I'm not going to say that exact word, but you know what I mean. Actually, 3 women were in the court case, but they only found him guilty of 2. But there was also 2 more victims that testified and 5 more victims that were willing to testify. So it's like upwards of 15 that he did this over 20 years. And the church, what I was getting at, the church covered it up because the victims were Scientologists too, and they wouldn't let them go to the authorities in 2003. They had to do it just a few years ago. Oh, they've started.
I could have walked in lightly.
Do y'all know if Pearl Snappy's out front on Guadalupe?
What was that?
I'm talking to my live.
Oh, you're live?
Yeah.
How many people are watching?
Oh, I'm small. I just started yesterday. Like, hold on, I can't see. 6. But, you know, as long as I get it out, more people might watch it later. I don't want to get too close and listen, because they'll get me for copyright on the music. But if you watch this later, or if anybody watches this later and I have to put music over the sound, that's why.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I am a beginner YouTuber like yesterday. I have like 6 people on here. But I love the 6 people I'm happy to have.
There you go.
That's 6 more people that know what's going on.
Are we going to position up front at all?
Well, I thought she wanted us up front so we could do this and have people honk. So I'm good with going up front
They all got like a
if you want. Because it looks like they're done coming. They got maybe got some stragglers. Yeah. Because they don't let their members leave if they're in the Sea Org, and they work them 100 hours a week for $47 a week, and they don't have access to internet or telephones or anything. It's slave labor.
Yeah, I thought someone said they had honk if you.
Yeah, we told a lot of people yesterday if they could just drive by and honk. So, do you want to go up front? Hmm?
It's like we needed a sign that said, honk if you think it's a car.
I just put that on today. Yeah, I got this one. And then my dog jumped on me and I don't understand why, and ripped it when I left, but it's okay. Nobody cares. Oh, go ahead. Can't block the sidewalk. Don't want to. Yep. The construction workers are yelling.
Yay!
There we go. There's some channels. If you don't know them, I'm sure y'all do. You know what's going on. Poor guy. He's been in it forever. The ones in black most likely are what? Staff or Sea Org. I don't know the difference yet. And look, that the guy pushing him, he should be retired. Does anybody know if Pearl Snappy's out front? Because I'm live, so I can't look at her live. You're fine. You're good. You're on the corner there.
As much as I agree with y'all, I'm not sure anyone's going to listen.
Oh, we had a lot of people stop yesterday and listen to what we had to say. A lot. Some already knew. Some didn't. Some didn't.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
I'm asking, as long as you guys don't drink. My first exposure to just
Didn't you stop yesterday? Did you stop yesterday and talk to us? Someone that looked remarkably like you did.
not surprised. Yeah, my first exposure to Scientology, just in general, was when Leah Remini's documentary was up on Netflix. That was my first exposure to it.
Yeah, I haven't even seen that yet. I did all these channels
I
here.
definitely suggest you give that one a watch.
Yeah, I got these channels. Growing Up in Scientology, he's the one that I found first, and he's the one that really started SPTV. And SP is a suppressive person. It's an anti-Scientologist.
Yeah.
And it just started organically, and then he just started telling every ex-Scientologist to start a channel. And there's like 50 plus channels now. And like Mike Brown, he just got his mother out. The elder abuse is when they're too old to work, they put them in homes and crowded. They take out tens of thousands of dollars on credit cards, take their Social Security to make the minimum payment, and when they die, it disappears and they keep the money. And they don't take care of them medically. They don't believe in going to the hospital or anything like that. So, and then children, there's rampant child abuse because they believe they're not children. They've had past lives.
They handle it internally, so
Everything.
Don't actually go to
They think the police is bad, the psychiatrists are bad, doctors are bad. What?
This is wild. There's police everywhere.
Because they're paid.
Yep.
It's like the LA. See what it is in LA, they have, because they have the big celebrity center there on Hollywood Boulevard, and they pay the LAPD triple the going rate to work their events, and it pretty much doubles their salary. There's a website that published their salary. It's like if they made $65,000, they make the same $60,000 in overtime, and so they've got the LAPD in their back pocket.
So is it that like they can only it's just like doctrine-wise, are they only able to trust police?
Oh, they still don't trust police, but they use them. They'll use them. They'll pay them off and use them. But if you're inside, you can't report anything to the police. That's why Danny Masterson got away with what he did for so long, because the victims were Scientologists and they wouldn't let him go to the police. Although she did anyway in 2003. And that just...
I definitely do recommend you.
Oh, I will.
Take a look at that.
You talking about the show or the...
Yes, the show.
Yeah, I haven't got to that yet.
That one is literally, it's just the entire thing. It's got like 3 seasons.
Right.
Of just people
Growing
coming-
up with Scientology, the one right here by my head, he was on it in the 2nd season and talked about his life.
It sounds familiar, but I think it was co-hosted by Mike Rinder.
Oh, he's a persona non grata right now.
He's what?
So AA Ron, growing up in Scientology, started the nonprofit, the Aftermath Foundation, to help people getting out of Scientology. Well, Mike Rinder and the Headleys and stuff, and it was led by Mike Rinder, he started acting like a Scientologist again and wanted to be in charge and voted the 2 people that started the foundation out. And so, no, because Aaron does a lot of good work. He's got over 200,000 subscribers. The other 3 have like 40 or 30. So, and they're not really even talking out that much like Aaron and these other ones do. And so he's starting his own foundation again here soon.
Because I remember there was something similar that had happened to Mike Rinder in the past. That's kind of similar to what you're describing. It was like he was, I guess, like taken in by the church, but he was like any public appearance that he made, he was handed a script. Like there was,
Oh, yeah.
like,
He was the right hand man to David Miscavige, the leader.
Yeah, no,
and
but
for
he
like
was-
30 something, I don't remember the exact time.
There was a lot of discussion. Essentially, it was people were essentially saying that he was like a prisoner, and
Yeah.
they were just
Yeah.
using his face.
Yeah, because David Miscavige, if he got mad at you, he would physically abuse him, punch him in the face. And then there was this place called The Hole that he sent him. I mean, Mike Rinder was an executive. He didn't make any money. And he was the face.
Solitary confinement.
Yeah, in a double wide trailer laying on the floor and doing manual labor all day long.
For what, months, years?
Years, I think. Some of them years. I know one of them, I can't remember which, it was like 5 years. Let me see if anybody's correcting me. In the car park. That's where Pro Snappy is. But he's been out for a while and spoken out, and he was really, they call it fair gaming. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did.
He was fair gamed real hard. But for some reason, last year, he didn't want to, Aaron on the board of this Aftermath Foundation anymore, even though he had started it, and they voted him out, and he's just like, okay, fine, I'll just start my own and make sure that there's people on the board that, you know, want to do good and not act like old Scientologists. They were acting like they did in Scientology. I'm like, you need to learn how to act different.
Old habits die hard.
Exactly.
Do you know where Alex is?
And Leah, she's trying to stay out of it. She doesn't want to take sides. She's friends with all of them. And I respect that she doesn't want to get involved with it.
Because how they treat people who leave, just leaving in general is already making a statement enough.
Right.
And with what she's done thus far, I completely understand.
She blew the lid off it.
Yeah.
when her
with what
book
she's
came
done,
out.
I can completely understand just like stepping back and being like, okay, I've done, I've given my 2 cents, I'm out.
Well, she's in a lawsuit with David Miscavige in the church right now. She filed a lawsuit because they fair gamed her, and they got her. She didn't get jobs because they got involved, and so she's suing David Miscavige, the church, all of them right now. And see, what people don't understand is they're afraid that the church will sue them and they have a lot of money, but they won't. Aaron on Growing Up Scientology, he really talks about it, because when you get to the discovery phase, they don't want to get there. They don't want to have to give out any information or paperwork.
That's what got them in some serious trouble last time.
Well, in Danny Masterson's trial, that's what convicted him, was they had the documents from the church showing that he admitted to it. The church knew about it, and that's what did him in. Because everybody's like, well, they put him in jail with nothing but testimony. I'm like, no, they had mountains of evidence.
The last...
Did everybody, like, where'd they go? I don't want to leave her stuff. Where's the lady that owns these signs?
They got him.
I love the free DOA socks. That's awesome. I like that name.
Looking at the wristbands, and I'm wondering, how easy that being fake.
What?
It's like looking at the wristbands and being like, how easy would that be fake? Just to see
Yeah. I'm just here because it made me mad. He's between a rock and a hard place right now because he's taken in millions of dollars in donations for these big buildings to renovate, and he hasn't opened any of them.
Well, the funniest thing is this building has been open for, like, my dad was here.
It really wasn't open. I think they were coming over from the other location, just standing out front with their tent and their table.
Maybe.
But they've had it for 55 years.
Some of these to hand out. So in case anybody, this is where you can go to get more information.
I guess I'm an activist.
All right. Why not? I don't know where to put these. Oh my gosh, I have nowhere to put them. Hey, can I ask a huge favor? Could you stick this in one of my pockets back there? Thank you. Just any pocket. Anywhere.
Well, no, I was just one that was big enough.
Because, well, I'm not going to be able to give them out unless I go stop my live. I've got too many things to carry. But yeah, that was quite a bit. If you want to leave some over there, or you want to put some of those in my pocket.
I'll take one.
All right.
You want one?
Give them to a friend that doesn't know any. Keep it.
I'll take one for Alex.
For anybody that doesn't know about it.
Do we know if
Joey probably won't have a person just come out and say, I'm
you got 4.
Yep.
And these 2 are friends.
What happened with her? She okay? It's hot.
I know.
Yeah. They're.
Talk about elder abuse. Good lord. That's insane.
They had to bring these people from all over. I guarantee you, they're not all from Texas.
Oh no, I can almost guarantee you.
Are you gonna be here for a while? Because I don't know where the owner of these signs went. I'm gonna go up front and see what's going on.
Mind if I take a photo with my friend to come back? He's getting drinks.
Oh, okay,
to
awesome.
send photos to my family?
So I don't know how long we'll be here, but I can check it.
Coming back?
If there's not much going up on up front, the problem up front is they put all them bushes up,
Oh, yeah.
but it's closer to the stage. So I'm gonna go see if Pearl Snappy's up there. Alrighty then, let's go for a walk. I don't know how to get there from here.
Also get a photo.
All right, thanks for talking with me.
Good luck.
Thanks. Everybody's so nice around here. I love Texas. I've been here for 30 years. My husband was stationed at Fort Hood when he was active. Oh, there you are. I have somebody watching those signs. I'm going to go see if Pearl Snappy's up front.
Okay, someone's watching?
Yeah,
Oh, she's back. Oh, okay.
yeah. I think she's live. She's got a camera set up. I was saying yesterday, I'm just a grandma. I don't know. But we got so many. Now, this is where I parked before, but I know I can't get through. So I'm going to have to go probably to the next block. A lot of construction back here. But I was saying, so don't know why, and it happens. Fort Hood, now Fort Cavazos, is one of the largest bases in the world, military. And when you get there, sometimes you don't leave. In 21 years that he was active duty, I only had 2 duty stations. And everybody has a heart attack when I say that. When we got to Fort Hood, he was stationed there for 17 years. Now he went to, he did what we call a hardship tour, where you don't take your family for a year, and it's not deployment for war, it's actually peacetime. They do it all the time. Panama and Korea. So we were apart for 10 and a half years out of 21. And that's just out of state and out of the country. That doesn't count when they go on training missions for a couple weeks at the, in the wilderness on post. So when he retired, our daughter was still in high school, so we stayed. We had already purchased our house, so we've been here 30 years now because of the Army. But we like it. We like the government, Governor Abbott, what he's doing. I shouldn't get into politics. Pearl Snapper's right about that. But I just can't handle the heat here. I mean, this is February, y'all, and it's been in the 80 degrees this week. I should turn this around, I guess. But I figured y'all just want to see the area and the kind of a lot of young people. And what I think is ironic as all get out, the church next to Scientology is an LGBTQ church, Baptist church. They have pride flags up on the side where Scientology is. And Scientology, obviously, is against the gays. We all know that. Okay. Oh, I got 11. Awesome. 11 people. I honestly thought I'd never go live. But this is Saturday, and look at the traffic. During the week, they're right across from the main entrance to campus, which is right there. It's the head of a T. I've seen hundreds waiting on the light when classes get out at 3 and 5 o'clock. I'll get that next week. I'll be coming down, not every day like this week. I'm going to try at least once a week. Oh, that's fine. You know what? I stood here last week. On Tuesday I was by myself. I didn't know. Me and personally don't really talk. I kind of get an idea when she shows up. And I just came out on my own, and I felt like I looked stupid. I'm just standing there. I'm not loud like her. So I went down 3-4 doors down to the co-op and got markers and poster board and made this sign and just held it. That's all I did for several hours. But while I did it, I don't know if any of you know Popcorn Planet, Andy Signor. He's had AA Ron from Growing Up in Scientology on. And when they did that, I was like, oh my goodness, my 2 favorite channels crossed over and started working together, which is so awesome. And Nerd Report, he's part of the Popcorn Planet community. He's out in LA filming the protesters there. Hey, do you know if Pearl Snappy's up here?
Seen her all day today.
She's playing Spy, Mission Impossible, just popping up wherever. Oh, I passed it. They got a bus in front of it. They got a bus in front of it? Oh my God.
There's a bus right there. It's empty. There's nobody in it. They didn't bring anybody in. I didn't see him.
All right, now I got to get loud. Stay here. I was in the back, so I don't know what's going on.
You just got to stay on this side of the cones, man. That's all.
Okay,
We're
no
not
problem.
trying to interfere. You have
No.
the right to go out here protesting.
That's
we
fine.
just got to keep the people out of here too, and make sure as you're doing
Right.
this, you don't obstruct.
I wasn't obstructing the sidewalk in the back, so.
You're good.
Okay, good to know. Thank you. I'm gonna get loud, y'all. Watch out. Don't put your kids in the Sea Org! Don't abandon them! Don't abandon your kids! They need their education. They need nurture. They don't need the Sea Org or be a staff member. Let them have a life. Let those that can't talk to their families. They need them. I'm leaving the cognitive one to Pearl Snappy. That's kind of her thing. Oh, he's talking about us. Don't put your kids in Scientology. Let them have a life. We got some people with signs over there. What's your first name again?
My name's Charles.
Charles? Okay.
Ma'am.
I'm live. You couldn't go live today? Did you bust your phone?
You know what? My battery ran down, so it's charging.
Okay.
But it doesn't work very well anyway, so I'm just got my camera here taking footage.
Yeah, that's
I'll
what
upload it
the
when I
first
get
few
home.
days, that's what I did. I didn't know how to go
Yeah,
live.
well, yeah, I had
I didn't even have, I had to get Aaron on his channel because you have to have 50 subscribers to go live.
right.
Then I thought I was okay, and then no, you have to verify it
Right.
for 4 hours.
I did that too.
So,
But I think there's a problem with my phone, so
yeah.
that's one reason I'm having trouble.
I'm thinking seriously about purchasing another phone to do this with. Because I have the folding phone. It's working okay in the gimbal. But I am worried if anybody tried to knock it out of my hand, it probably would pop out.
It's a cult! It's a cult! You are a cult! You are a cult!
Love your kids! Don't put them in the Sea Org! Don't make them slaves! Let them stay in school! And by the way, my gimbal doesn't work. I bought it and it's never worked right, so I'm gonna have to get a new one and send this one back. That's what I get for going cheap. Leave these college kids alone! They don't want to be part of your cult! Love your kids! I don't care if they had a life before. They need a life now. Sorry, I should give you guys something to see. I'm learning. Kind of forget about the phone every once in a while. Look, we got a lot of interest. I'm gonna do the honk thing. What'd you say? They've stopped short of installing microchips, but that's probably next. They want them to be slaves. trying to get some.
It's a cult!
They're opening. They're going to take our college kids. They want our college kids. They're not going to get them.
No. That's right. No more kids. No more kids. No more kids in the Sea Org.
He's got a huge sign. Two-handed. That's his channel, by the way. Cult _of_ Scientology. That's his channel. There look like a couple Scientologists in there. Nobody's honking. I'm sad. Thanks. All right. We got one. All right. Thanks. See? People know. David Miscavige. Thank you. David Miscavige doesn't know how to deal with social media. Thank you. And he doesn't realize how many of us know. We know the truth. The only people they have in Scientology now are second gen. They're not getting new people. And if they are, it's from other countries. Because they promise them, hey, you can come to the United States and have this great adventure.
It's a cult. Shut it down. No more kids. No more kids. Don't fall for it, Austin. Thank you very much.
There's a co-op down there, and all the funds go to university materials for people. That's where I got my sign stuff. I'm gonna walk up here and get some honkers. Hey, does anybody have Pearl Snappy on too? When I'm at home, I have my tablet on one. Right on! Do it loud! Do it loud! Right on! Great. That's what we want, and we want noise. Everybody that honks hates Scientology!
Oh, there he comes. David just announced David Miscavige.
All right. Where do you think they can hear us from?
They just announced David Miscavige. Thank you.
Coming down here. They try. There they are. They tried to block us with a truck instead of bushes. Don't let your kids in Scientology! Don't put them in the Sea Org! Don't make them slaves! Oh, that made me dizzy. Whew.
We're like the cult leaders.
Texas doesn't want you! Yep. Texas doesn't want you! We all know about you! Every time somebody honks, they hate you! We just want to mess up their audio. Because this is a big deal for them.
Why is that they can have a speaker and we can have a megaphone, right?
They said we could have a megaphone, but not a PA. Did they tell you couldn't have a megaphone? Because they got them in the back.
They got them.
Yeah. Pearl Snappy had a speaker and a mic
You guys are
early in the week.
You need to stay closer to the edge, ma'am. We can't
Yes,
obstruct
sir.
the walkway. Thank you.
But then they said you could have a megaphone. So they've got a couple in the back. She'll let you borrow. Somebody had an extra one they were trying, but I'm like, I don't have enough hands. Texas doesn't want you.
Hey, can't yell over here. If they can hear you in there, you're violating Penal Code 42.03.
Yeah, they were allowed to play music loud the other day.
Penal Code 42.03.
Penal code, son. You got a BD.
I'm not doing that. I'm letting you guys know if you start
Free
yelling.
speech is the Constitution. Would you like me to read it for you?
No, I
Would you
understand
like me to read the
I
Constitution?
appreciate it.
about the loudness.
I have a
Look, it's
master's,
right here.
I have a master's class in constitutional
Hey,
law.
then
I know
shut
what
the
it
fuck
says.
up about that violations of free speech stuff. It's not even amplified. You're talking. They're fucking disrupting the whole block.
Proper government processing permit.
You have to pay for free
If you
speech.
do, I
I
will
was just
shut up.
talking about what?
If you have a permit that you can show me that you can be here,
I wish we'd have known that early on. We would have got one.
Go look that shit up.
There is some.
Where are you from? You from out of town?
I understand all the laws. I get it.
appreciate your respect and your strength. Thank you.
No problem. We're gonna do what's right.
You know, we're bound by what the city has
I know.
permitted. If they didn't allow it, it wouldn't be done.
Right. Right. I know. I'm not gonna give you a hard time. You're in the middle.
I'll use my voice how I want to use it. It's freedom of speech.
She's up in some park. Okay. Okay. She's getting video high up. All right.
It's real interesting that you draw that much of a dichotomy.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Arrest people for talking in Russian. You never heard of that?
What do you mean?
You never heard of being arrested for? Don't let him tell you what to say or not to say. He's obviously.
Hey, I think they're about to change the traffic pattern down there. Let's see.
Well, so he's moving them to get a car out.
Oh, and they blocked in?
Yeah, a lady
Okay.
walks up the street. We already had one out there. They told him to park here. One of the restaurants.
Okay. Well, I know there is a pending traffic pattern change.
Yeah, I know you got.
I'm not somebody that wants to be confrontational. I just want to get the word out. Let them all know. I did want to yell though. They're all honking. I got my sign up. I forgot to put my sunblock on though. Oops. The sun here in Texas is horrendous.
There is a line from these cones. Please step back to the line.
A lot of people honking. A lot of people. Yeah, I get it's free speech, but different cities have different ordinances, and they have a penal code for interrupting a gathering. And that's the one they're using right now. And they were trying to get Pearl Snappy earlier on how loud she was on her speaker. But yet, yesterday early on, they were playing their music so loud, and the cops just sat there. But several people called and said, this is ridiculous. They're not even having the event. So I got my 2 cents in. They heard me. I got away with it for a minute. Sign's getting heavy. I might have to sign off in a little while. Take a break. But I'll be back. I'll let you know. Right on. That sounded like, all right. That sounded like somebody we talked to. She looked familiar. Let me give you something to watch if you're looking. And then this is the campus. They're right across the street. And this is the main entrance, I think. I'm not sure. But like I said before, in case you have any they pick the best spot because hundreds of kids every light come through here when classes are out and have to walk right by. It's horrible. Now he hasn't said anything about my sign that says home, so
See, this shows
Bicycle coming through, guys.
Okay, we're at. Oh, this way. I thought you meant across.
It's all good.
I'll move. Just tell me where.
They are just as bad about not paying attention. They will fly through here. Scooters are worse. We almost had
I've
to head off
seen
the
that
vision.
driving around here.
I know.
I'm not from Austin, but I've been down here all week.
Another bike. Hey guys. I know. We're telling them they can't walk. We're telling people walking through they can't walk too. Fair is fair.
Yeah. I don't want to have an accident with a bicycle. That would hurt. He hasn't said a word about my honking sign. I hope that's just because I'm being nice. I'm really sad. That's probably why Pearl Snappy's not right here, because she figured out she couldn't make noise. So she just went up high. Nah. But when he comes by again, I'll look. It should be on my camera. I should be able to look at it. At least his name. My husband works in security, so that's kind of why I'm the way I am. He deals with a lot of people, and he kind of knows, a little bit about the law because he has to. He works at night. Once Davey leaves, they're I don't know if I'm staying after that, unless they're having some speakers after him. They said that he was going to come in and run off. But he also likes to hear his own voice, so who knows? I just thought we were messing up their audio. And there's the bus they blocked with. The screens, they had bushes. They probably moved them on the other side to make it look nice, so they didn't see the trucks. Yeah, see, they got these screens. Keep us from seeing.
For a while there, you had the long sign facing here. It's like, it's a truck, they can't see it.
I'm new to all this.
Oh.
This is only my second filming.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah, thanks. Easy. If you're nice, maybe get on their good side.
22-year-old.
Some people are honking before they see my sign, which means they were walked by recently. I know all week we were telling them to honk. If I can't be loud, this is all I can do. I'll be real nice. Let me know if I'm doing this too fast. I know I get motion sickness. Oh, there's a good sign. You have anything on the other side? Ah, Nora. She's got a picture of Nora on hers. I forgot to put her. I should have put her on here too. When people come by, I'll switch it around to the Scientology. It's called Ask Me Why. I have that. And then I added this morning. Because Pearl Snappy said she wanted that. She's my guru in all this. I don't know. I didn't know how to protest or how to go live or any. I just wanted to be here. Oh, nice car. Oh, I didn't think about having them on. Oh, look at the puppy. Look at the puppy. I love puppies. I love puppies. gonna have Scientologists on the bus eventually. Probably. I should move back up since I can't. Well, you know what? Let me film some of these Scientologists over here. Maybe some family member might see somebody they miss.
It's almost like you need a shotgun mic to hear what they're saying.
I don't need to hear what they're saying.
They must have had something they liked because they're all bloody.
Well, he was between a rock and a hard place opening this building because he's taken millions of dollars in donations for this ideal org thing that he put out with the church, and they were buying 50,000 square foot buildings and remodeling, but you couldn't use funds from the church. You had to get fundraising with the local Scientologists to do it.
Oh.
And
Is that why it took so long? Because they've
yes.
been working on this since 2015.
Well, they've owned the building for 55 years.
Oh,
okay. So they had 4 years to get it done. Well, there was 2 that was supposed to open in like January. Didn't get it open. They don't have enough staff. They don't have enough staff Scientologists that want to work for $200 a week to staff it.
Well, they give living space here too, right? Living in kitchen.
If your staff, no. If your staff, a lot of staff members have second jobs in order to survive. But they work 80 to 100 hours a week here. Now, Sea Org is the one where you sign the $1 billion contract.
Sea organization.
Sea Org, now they only get $47 a week, and they're kept in dorms and fed. And they take them out of school as early as 12 to put them in the Sea Org. The parents do, and they sign them over.
Yeah, I remember they said something about them having kids in it too.
That's the thing I'm against, is the child trafficking. They bring under 18 people that have been signed over from other countries, and then they take their passport. So those are the things. If you're interested, this Growing Up in Scientology channel, that's who I started watching.
I've seen Leah's show.
Yeah. He worked with Leah a little bit.
She's neat. I've liked her as an actress, and I really like her on her show.
Yeah.
You know, but it's interesting because I took an occult crimes class years ago, and one of the things they talked about was Scientology. Mm-hmm. So I learned a little bit about
what they don't understand, because they are so insulated, they don't let their staff and their Sea Org get on the internet. And even if you're a public and you're donating millions of dollars, you're not supposed to go online and look. Because they'll find out.
They've got it going on. That would make sense.
Yeah. So what happened this last year is several of them got together and started telling all these ex-Scientologists that got out that were kids and grew up in it to start channels. Now there's 50 plus channels talking, and they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to deal with the social media.
Yeah. Well, and it's not like they're China or Russia where they actually have the ability to knock it out.
Yeah, that's what's good about YouTube and TikTok and all that. What they do is they'll try to copyright strike you, but it doesn't. It ends up not working. Yeah. But you're off for a little while, and that's all they care about.
Yeah.
But I took a deep dive about a year ago, and some of these people's stories are so sad. I know you just work wherever they want you to work, so.
Well, I was actually assigned to this last night.
Oh, wow.
My assignment today. They said, "Oh, you're going to be here tomorrow." Okay. All I knew was this street address. I had no idea what it was.
And who are you with?
Huh?
Who are you with?
I'm a deputy.
Okay. I didn't know if you were Austin or...
No, not Austin. If I was in Austin, I'd have to be in their uniform.
Right. I noticed you were there.
Where I'm at, our policies, if you're not within our county, you have to wear generic uniforms. So since I'm not in my county, I have my generic uniform. That's what it says. I'm a peace officer that's commissioned. There's actually 2 or 3 really cool looking patches, but I thought this would look good on the tan shirt.
Yeah. My husband's been in security for
I do that
a long time. And when they
Where's he
have
work at?
events, he's in Waco now. He excuse me. He did North Austin for 9 years at the worst Motel 6. The three of them up there, Runberg. Well, he had to be taken out of
Runberg's a
Runberg.
lovely place.
Well, he started at Runberg. This was 2013, I think.
Yeah.
And after a couple months, these drug dealers said, we're going to come back and kill you. So he talked to the boss and they moved him, and he did 183 and another one at night. And he had to wear body armor and be armed for that.
Yeah. Well, I worked in 12. I worked for G4S.
Oh, he worked for them.
And it was real interesting because they had one guy who was going to be assigned on Runberg. So they pulled out a whole box of their revolvers because that's what they issued.
Yeah.
And of the 7 revolvers we were
I'm
actually
going
able
to
to
cut right now, take a break, and because I'm going to say a couple personal things, and I don't want it on camera. All right. How do I end? Okay. I was live, and I don't want them to be able